welcome to our live stream viewers tuning in. We're underway here for Thursday Night Thunder. New service, new layout. Drivers, you got just over a minute to turn and burn. Looking for a check-in from O'Hara. Everybody else is good to go. Man, driving backwards under hot lap condition. Negative, Ghost Rider. Double secret probation. New surface. Fairly simple layout for now. We're going to change it up here in a couple weeks, maybe a month or so. As I said at driver's meeting, majority of this was done by Mr. Sticks alone. We had a couple guys help out on the fine tuning stuff. So compliments, complaints, all that good stuff goes to Mr. Sticks for this one. Said in the driver's meeting, let's keep it on its wheels, guys. All right, that is time. Let's get in the starting area down there by the fire extinguisher at the ramp. All right, boys and girls, everybody's checked in, ready to rock and roll. Hold on. Did anybody get into the 14-second club earlier today? I heard some 15s. Anything below 14? Looks like I'll have to keep an eye on that. Right now, minimum lap time, 14 seconds. We'll see what you boys can do. All right, gentlemen. We're not racing for the Indy 500 here. Who's up by the start-finish line? Come on, man. Give yourselves every advantage you can. Back up a little bit. All right, boys and girls, Mr. Zach's going to lead us off in less than 5. Josh, O'Hara, Parker, and Netzel. We're off and running for Thursday Night Thunder here at Ocala, Florida. New Red Hobbies. Got a handful of guys tuning in, curious to see how things are looking. Oh, somebody bounced off the wall. I think that was Zach. Trying to do a little wall ride. Still debating on which is the hardest part of the track. Going with the ProTech RC 180 there at the north end. Downhill, slightly off camber. All right, O'Hara starting them out with a 14.7. Netzel back 2 seconds in second. Barker in third by 1 second. Your leader in an all-black car coming across the start-finish line. Netzel rocking the fluorescent yellow, pink, and orange, or pink and red. I always forget. And he gives Barker a little, how you doing? Guys, those oval portions out there are 12 feet wide, so plenty of room to race. Else is 8+. Car is only 10 inches wide. O'Hara down to a 14.3. Looks like we might have to drop that down a second on that minimum lap. Rocking a 21 lap pace. Coming over the tabletop. You guys are just tuning in online. You haven't seen our Facebook post. They did a video segment from WCJB Channel 20. That's our ABC affiliate here in Ocala in Gainesville. Link to it on our website. Sent out a Facebook post. Sticks and myself, and I think it was Zach was up there with us in all our natural glory. It's O'Hara, Netzel, Hall. Top three separated by 2.7 seconds. Barker in fourth, and Zach behind him a little bit more. Getting first car is all black, second car. Fluorescent yellow, pink, and we're called orange for now. Just to mess with them. All rocking the purple, red, and gray. Barker in the white and blue. Montgomery in the all blue. Caution on the back straight. Dave's on this side. There we go. Good. I think that's the first one of those I've seen all day. So, doing great, guys. Got a little bit of the crowd around the track here. We got Mike Raines tuning in. We got John Stevens tuning in. And Dirt Herder, Jason Wags. .110 to go. Up next, first heat of novice. Great class of novice tonight. Love to see that. First heat is Matt Bradley. Terry Dolan, first time racing the off-road. He raced the oval last week. Trying out the oval today. Finally got that new car together. Layden Parrott and Jonathan Torres. If you guys please would use the staging area over in the southwest corner of the track for your cars. Line up on the ramp behind the driver's stand. 30 seconds to go for Sean O'Hara. 20 and 5:02. Call back 7 seconds. Netzel trying to run him down here. Oh, Netzel getting a little sideways on the landing of the big ski jump. Oh, O'Hara doing the over-under on Barker. 5 seconds. That is time on the race clock. Keep going, keep going. O'Hara going deep after the ski jump. Barker's like, you're going to leave it open for me. I'm going to take it. O'Hara's done. Barker's done. Just finish out the lap, guys. Just let the marshals know you're going slow enough that you're not an issue. And shut it down. Everybody's done. John O'Hara set that early TQ, 20 and 5:02, fast lap of a 14.3. That's about 2 seconds faster or more than we had yesterday in testing. Hall with 20 and 5:10. Netzel on a 19 lap run. Barker and Montgomery on 18. Oh, Barker missing it by 9/10 here for that extra lap. All right, all right, all right. Let's get going with our next heat, novice. All right, sorry about that. Always never a perfect race day. Always something you got to worry about. Once again, let's get them down and checked in. Red light is on. No hot laps, drivers. As soon as my marshals will get out there in position, I got everybody checked in, we'll turn you loose. Everybody just cross the line once, and we'll clear up any issues. All right, is Layden out there? Checking for me, Layden. Start finish line is the logo on the front straightaway. Repair it. Layden. Can you check in for me? Is your car out there? You cross that start finish line one time, make sure your transponder's set, and we can turn you guys loose here in just a moment. Keep going. It's the New Red Hobbies logo there. There we go. Awesome. All right, while we're goofing off with Mr. Terry's car, drivers, you have 95 seconds to turn and burn and figure out what you need to do to get acclimated to the track. Roll them off. Remember, it's just warm-ups, guys. We got everybody checked in. Mr. Terry's got 30 seconds to get some laps out there. Caution on the back straight. All right, gentlemen, that's the end of your hot lap. So let's line it up at the ramp down there towards Mr. O'Hara. All right, just to remind you, drivers, the order is Matt, Terry, Layden, and Jonathan. I will call you off in that order, spread out by a second or so. You're not on the clock until you cross the line, so you don't have to worry about anything until you cross the line. All right, Mr. O'Hara, you're going to slide back towards the wall. These guys can't see that corner. All right, Mr. Matt Bradley going to lead us off in less than 5. Terry. Layden. And Mr. Jonathan. I see these guys are doing anything better than 16 seconds. All right, Matt starting them off with a 19. Layden with a 19. Terry with a 25. And Jonathan with a 19. Matt stepping it up a notch. Layden stepping it up a notch with a 16. Once again, not the hardest layout, but most of our layouts aren't hard. It's just hard to go fast. All right, after 120, it's Layden out front on a 14-lap run along with Jonathan. Matt back a little bit, dropping a 17.6 for himself now. He's back 2.4 in third and 4.9 seconds total between first and third. Mr. Terry out there on an 11-lap run, down to a fast lap of a 22. Doing great for his first time on the road course. First time he's had to, on anything, had to sort out some issues and out here getting it done. Jonathan coming by with a 16.3, backs it up with a 16.9. Oh, somebody came up short there. We got a kerfuffle down at the south end of the track. Edsel trying to use his hockey skills to kick save some of that. All right, 110 to go. Up next, Novice Heat 2. Start heading this way. That's Anthony Smothers, Jack Martin, Phil Edwards, Cameron Bradley. Once again, staging is in the southwest corner of the track. Put your car down there and line up on the ramp behind the driver's stand. Oh, somebody going off the back there. Now, I'm not claiming those lanes are exactly straight. But our 8 feet wide jumps. It's Jonathan Layden back 6.9 there. Matt back 11 and change. Terry back a couple of laps here. And his first time running that car on a track. Doing great, though. I don't know if that's 16.6 legit, though. I'm guessing that 21's probably closer. That is time on the race clock. Keep going, drivers. I'll let you know when you're actually done. Jonathan and Layden, you both are done. Terry is done. And Matt's done. Shut it down. Jonathan Torres setting that early TQ. 13 laps, 401. Layden with a 404. Matt with a 418. All three of those guys with 13 laps and separated by 17 seconds. Mr. Terry getting it done. 10 laps out there. And hopefully coming home in one piece. That's the name of the game. All right, Novice Heat 2. Let's get him down and checked in. All right, gentlemen, once again, that red light is on. No hot laps. I need to get a check-in from Phil Edwards. I guess he's upside down? No, that's Anthony. Thank you, Phil. All right, Cameron, get it checked in for me ASAP. And we need our novice drivers out there. That last race, we can get these guys turned loose. That problem. All right, need my other two marshals down at the far end, please. We're gonna... Thank you, gentlemen. As soon as they get in position, we'll turn these guys loose. All right, drivers, roll it off. Take it easy on Mr. Terry at the end of the straightaway. He already got cut once today. As they say, discretion is a better part of valor, so take it easy. All right, for those of you watching online, don't forget to do the following. All that like, share, subscribe, follow stuff. Help get the word out. All right, gentlemen, no more laps, no more laps. Let's get them to the starting area. All right, the order is Anthony. Had taken a little hiatus here. Hopefully, the young guns out there with 13 laps can give him run for his money. All right, the order is Anthony, Jack, Phil, and Cameron. Mr. Anthony, Jack, Phil, and Cameron. And we're off and running. And just a reminder, novice drivers, not about how fast you are, it's how consistent you can be. Speed will come later. All right, at the moment, it's Anthony showing the way here. Now, looks like Phil might be up to the front. Dropped an 18-second line. A couple guys with 16-second laps. That could be just because where the thing line is in relation to the lap. Jack with an 18.2. Cameron just dropped an 18 flat. Anthony with a 16.9. Phil with a 17.7. Difference of 7/10 between those two. Phil showing the way by 7/10 over Anthony. Not mistaken, Phil's got the orange body out there. Anthony with, I don't know, it's black with gray. He's got all sorts of fancy stuff on it. Now Anthony dropping a 15.7. Oh, we got mayhem on the front straight. You guys got to take it easy on the marshal down here at the south end. Mr. Parrott's out there. He's hustling. Oh, these boys got the elbows out. Remember, guys, it's not for anything but medals tonight. Bill Edwards still rocking a new TQ pace here by it's 7/10 now. 13.4 flat. Anthony on a 4.08. Going to put it fourth overall if he can keep this up. And Cameron going to put it 6. Jack going to put it 7 at the moment. We got 8 cars out here total for novice tonight. Only the first round. Plenty of time to get it sorted out. Seconds to go. Up next, Wheeler. Gonna be Robert, Josh, Zach, Steven, and Dexter. Now it leads down to 3.4. Caution at the Serpent. Single down there at the end. That is time in the race clock. Drivers, keep going, keep going. I'll let you know when you're done. Keep going. Anthony is done. Phil is done. Jack is done. Looking for Cameron to finish out here. He comes around the final corner. And shut it down. That was his fast lap there of a 16.6. Why didn't you do that all race? All you had to do was drive it nice and easy. Phil Edwards taking that one, 13.405. Gonna put it third after the first round. Anthony with a 4.07, gonna line up fourth. Cameron with a 4:11, going to put it 5th. Again, all three of those guys with 13 laps. Jack with 12 laps and a 4:10, and going to put it 7th. Not bad for only racing like 2 or 3 times a year. All right, Wheeler, let's get him down and checked in. All right, Steven Torres, check in for me one more time, sir. You get stuck? Thank you, sir. All right, looking for Dexter. He signed up late. He's getting in this one. And I need my marshals from that last race. So Phil's out there. Cameron's out there. We're going to have Cameron move away from that corner. Nobody should be wrecking over there. One of you guys at the far end, along with Jack Martin out there. All right, Cameron, go to the north end of the infield, and we'll have Jack all the way down on the KLR sign down there, the save box. All right, drivers. Remember, we have some novice guys out here. Anthony, actually, take the ARMA sign down there, Anthony. And Dexter's in. All right, drivers, roll them off. Spread them out, turn and burn. And we have novice drivers out there marshalling you. Let's give them a benefit of the doubt. Could be the fastest class of the night. Fortunately, didn't have a real good way to separate these guys from I'm going to call those sympathy crashes. Oh, looks like Hall's coming down for a quick adjustment here. It's a quick adjustment, or are we sending it, or? All right. Order will be Robert, Josh, Zach, Steven, and Dexter. All right, drivers, I'm going to call upon you to help communicate your accidents out there to the other drivers. I know you guys could be the fastest cars out here tonight. And there's only so much I can keep up with. So, that being said, 5 minutes on the clock. Netzel leading him off in less than 5. Hall. Montgomery. Torres. And Dexter Smith. And we're off and running here. A couple more guys get that first lap in. We'll give you an estimated start here. Dexter, Robert, Josh, Steven, and Zach at the line. Caution the sweeper, caution the sweeper. And we're clear. All right, after 3 laps, it's Dexter out front. We got a kerfuffle in the south end of the south hairpin. Caution on the back straight. Let's keep safe out there, guys. Keep safe. Replace cars. We can't replace people. All right, after 145, it is Dexter Smith out front. Now Josh Hall taking over that lead by 2 seconds. Oh no, Dexter's popped something off in the shock. He's going to pull it over here and see if the guys can't pop it back on for him. Like that shock rod might be hanging down. It's Hall. Netzel back 3.4. Dexter dropping down a little bit. Looks like they got him back out there. Montgomery in 4th. Torres in 5th. Oh, Dexter trying to clear the tabletop. Oh no, Hall coming up with a driveline issue. Pick it up, pick it up. Set it down by the cone. He's unfortunately done. If he could have drove that to the side, somebody else could fix it. So we got 2 out now. And looks like Dexter's back in it. Bum, 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 bum. Uh-oh, something wrong with Zach's car. Right front, not looking good there. Hopefully get that sorted for the next round. 45 seconds to go. Netzel out front on a 20-lap pace. Fast lap of a 14.5. In that fluorescent yellow, pink, and when he comes around here, calling it red. Oh, I mean, he scares Steven out of the way there. Actually, Steven was given the room. Hold on, we're going to throw the results up there. Steven's got the fluorescent green headband up there. He thinks he's Ralph Macchio. Wax on, wax off. Four, three, two, one.
Race is over.
That's time on the race clock. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. Independent stock buggy, you're up here at the end of this one. Robert's done. Looking for Mr. Steven to finish this one out here. And shut it down. Robert taking it 20 and 5.11. Steven with 17 laps. Zach out after 12. Hall 9 and Dexter 9. Just a reminder, guys, the track tomorrow will be set up for off-road. First time the Oval guys will get on it will be Saturday for Saturday's Winter Chicken Dinner. 75 lapper for our low-C sprints and our Traxxas modifieds. Rules been posted in the Facebook event for a month now. That'll be Saturday. Race time has moved up 1 hour to 6 p.m. A pre-tech for those cars in those classes, getting $60 gift certificates. Big Man's Cafe, just over the hill here off of 14th Street. Soul Food Cafe. All right, let's get Dexter checked in, and we need our marshals out there. All right, marshals, please start heading out here. These guys are losing time like everybody else been today. Have a little break between rounds here, guys. Looking for Netzel, Torres, Montgomery, Hall, and Dexter's in this one. So we got, I have a volunteer to help us out with this one. I need, yeah. All right, gentlemen, roll it off. Give you guys a little extra time here. You're going to have 55. Make that a minute. Sorry about that. We get one volunteer out there down in the Save Ox corner, that'd be great. Oh, Kermit's going to do it. Far end. That's where some of the action's been this week. Well, today. Kermit, you got that thing ready to go? Well, we are going to have a little break here between rounds. That'll work. Either way. All right, gentlemen. Last lap, last lap. Order is Benjamin, Sean, Dexter, Jason, and Eric. Better put this down to 14 seconds here. We'll see. These guys were doing all right earlier. All right, Mr. Benjamin Rose on the tone. O'Hara. Smith. Lineweaver, and Hosford. Independent stock, 21.5 motors in this one. Their stock class is essentially pro stock, 17.5s. Maybe one day we'll get these boys to step up to the big boy class, out with me in modified. O'Hara starting off with a 14.9. Dexter 15.0. Lineweaver 16.1. I'm calling out your lap times. That means those are fast laps for you. Eric with a 16.6. Rosa with a 15.9. All right, 130 down, 330 go. Dexter showing the way by 25 hundredths. Over O'Hara, Lineweaver back 8.8. Oxford back 1 second in fourth. Benjamin back 1.4 in fifth. So, wow, watch out. Benjamin doing a little bowling here, trying to take out our Marshall. Hera picking off a 14.8. Caution down the back straight. And we're clear. You guys got smart. They come off that corner a little wide. The fast line's down the back straightaway, about 2 feet off the outside wall. Got across the corner down there. It is slightly off-cambered at that far end. Halfway, drivers just past halfway. It's Dexter. Sean battling out. 20 and 5:07 for Dexter, 5:09 for O'Hara. Lineweaver on 18 lap pace. Benjamin and Eric on a 17. Lineweaver the 15.5. Now is your leader in the south hairpin here. That's going to bump up O'Hara to the lead by 2.2 at the moment. He's going over to the tabletop now. Hanging the final hairpin. Down the front straightaway he comes, crossing that line. I think Eric giving a little room to Jason there. Lap up on him right now. 1:10 to go, drivers. 1:10 to go. And Rosa with a 15.8. That's a new fast lap for him. So Eric's just got to find 1/10 to get that 15-second lap out there. Just lost in the south hairpin. That's where it was. "20 seconds, drivers." Rosa trying to cut the south hairpin here. There's a trailer tire down on those pipes. You're not getting over that one. That is time. Race it out. Benjamin is done. Keep going. Everybody keep going. Rosa's the only one done. Eric's done. Dexter's done. Sean is done. Looking for Lineweaver. And where is he? Here he comes off the final corner. And shut it down. O'Hara taking it 20 and 5:13. Fast lap of a 14.8. Dexter with 19. Jason with 19. Difference of about 7 seconds there. Rosa with 17 and Hosser to 17, back 3 seconds. All right, it is 7:45. Round 2 starts at 8 o'clock. All right, boys. Doc Buggy, the time is now. O'Hara, Hall, Netzel, Barker, Montgomery, and Kermit Butts. Marshall's, same as first round, will be our independent guys. O'Hara, Smith, Lineweaver, Rosa, and Hosford. Chickity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Down and checked in. Got O'Hara. 4 other cars out there. This ought to be interesting. Once again, Marshals need you in position. Gentlemen. Benjamin, what's so hard about that? We didn't even lock it or anything. As long as the sun's not baking and then coming in here and blinding us, you can open it up. All right, drivers, roll them off. You got 90 seconds. Woo, watch out. Somebody was up on 2 wheels there. I grab a minute's grace here for Mr. Butts. Yeah, I got it. Kermit's got a minute. While we're waiting for that, your current order will be O'Hara, Hall, Netzel, Barker, Montgomery, and Kermit. Current TQ, 20 laps, 5:02. Once again, boys and girls, this is our initial layout. We do have some more jumps to get out here. We had to do some repairs. They'll be out here hopefully next week. Spots out there a little soft for those, and we want the track to settle in real nice. Plus, we got a couple more ideas about shifting the pipe here and there and changing the layup a little bit. Put a little more west and versus the north-south in this. Ah, here comes Kermit. Hopefully it's all sorted out there. Take that lap and do a shakedown. I guess he's good to go with that. Either way. All right, once again, the order is Sean, Josh, Robert, Dave, Zach, and Kermit. Sean on its own. Hall, Netzel, Barker, Montgomery, and Butts. Looks like boys have made some adjustments here. Caution in the south hairpin. Caution at the north jump. And we're clear. All right, for a minute, it's Hall, Butts, Netzel, Barker, O'Hara, Montgomery. Full field separated by just under 5.5 seconds, top to bottom. Can't find our leader. Our big ski jump and that all green. Dave trying to give him some room here. Kermit, new fast lap 14.8. All right, guys, pick the car up out of the way. Get it out of the way. Gotta be marshaled. They gotta pay the price. Watch out in the back straight. Slow down in the end of the straight. You all right, Eric? No? All right, can we get somebody tag up Mr. Eric out there? Tweak something out there. I need a volunteer marshal to go tag in for Eric out there, guys. We'll have Mr. Anthony. He's super marshal. You okay? Okay, stay out. He's okay. He says okay. I want to make sure. After 3-2 to go, Kermit showing the way. New fast lap 14.7. On a 25.01 here, picking up 1.7 seconds on that current TQ. Hall back 5.4. Netzel half a second to third. O'Hara 1.2 and fourth. Barker back about a lap of the line here. Caution at the south hairpin. Montgomery new fast lap 15.5. Fast laps between 14.7 and 15.5, right, Meow? Your leader in the all green, Kermit Butts. Netzel in second with the fluorescent pink and red. O'Hara in the all black. Hall in is purple, red, and gray. Barker in the white and blue. Montgomery in the all blue. Whoa, watch out. Guys, got to be safe out there. Montgomery now 15.3 with 40 seconds to go. Up next, novice, heat 1 of 2. Matt, Terry, Layden, and Jonathan. And Butts making a sweet pass on Zach there. Down that pro tag off camber. Good sportsmanship out there, guys. Appreciate it. 10 seconds to go. Netzel with a 14.9. O'Hara with a 14.3, if that was legit. Last couple laps are 14.3, 14.4. Oh, remember, guys, pick the car up out of the way. Let the track clear. O'Hara is done. Hall is done. Everybody else keep going. Barker is done. Butts is done with the new fast lap. Netzel's done looking for Montgomery. Blue car over the tabletop. And shut it down. Kermit Butts setting a new TQ. 20 and 5:01, picked up 1 second there. Netzel with 20 and 5:10, going to bump up his third place time. O'Hara going to drop a spot to second. Hall dropping 2 spots to fourth. Barker losing a spot but improving his time, fifth. And Montgomery doing the same to sixth. I need a check-in from Layden. And my marshals are heading out there. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Check it in, guys. I need Layden to check in. Then we'll give you guys your laps. All right, hold on. Mr. Dave, why don't you come back down here, Dave? You can stand right here in the corner by me. All right, hold on. What are we doing here? We got... All right, drivers, roll them off. All right, gentlemen, hot laps are going. You got 1:15 to turn and burn. Don't want them? Park it way out of the way, out of the racing line, down by O'Hara on this side of the pipe, though. All right, let's check in who's online out there watching, tuning in right now. Jump in the chat. Let us know you're out there, where you're tuning in from, if you're watching anybody specific. And if for some reason you're not in the Florida area, let us know, and let us know your favorite racetrack you race at. Got a Buddy Howell sighting online. All right, gentlemen, no more laps. Let's get in the starting area. Order will be Mr. Jonathan Torres, followed by Layden, Matt Bradley, Terry Dolan. Got Stroman tuning in from Bowman. Good to see you, Mr. Robert. Once again, it's Jonathan, Layden, Matt, and Terry. Marshals look alive. Jonathan going live in less than 5. Layden. Mr. Matt. And Mr. Terry. All right, they're underway. Current TQ, Jonathan, right now. 13 laps, 4:01. Layden has a 4:04. Phil with a 4:05. Anthony with a 4:07. Cameron with a 4:10, somewhere in there, 4:11. So top 6 all on 13 laps. Other 2 on 12 laps, so pretty tight here for novice class. Oh, Stroman coming down for some chicken dinner, sounds like. Saturday he's going to be here. If you guys are watching online and you're coming down for Saturday oval race in our Losi Sprint or Traxxas Modify class, you better read those rules in the Facebook post. The event, that is. Essentially the rules we've been running since they started. But you never know. Start pre-tech, I think, at 3 o'clock. That'd be myself, Mr. Josh Hall out there, going to be a tech guy for this weekend. Caution the sweeper. The other side, other side. 140 down, 220 to go. Layden showing the way, 14, 410 pace. Oh man, you guys giving these marshals a little bit of a workout here. Get it squared up and give it a squeeze. Caution on that serpent single. All right, just past halfway, 135 to go. Up next, Novice Heat 2. Start heading staging, Anthony, Jack, Phil, and Cameron. Oh, uh-oh. Watch out. Got guys all the way around. Over, upside down. Calm down, guys. Plenty of time. Want to make consistent laps, then we can worry about going fast. You guys should feel like you're driving Miss Daisy out there. "25 seconds. Right now, nobody improving their time. They were ahead on a new TQ. You guys are focused too much on trying to go fast. Just get the laps in there. Get them clean. Mr. Matt with a 17.7. That's a new personal fast lap. Jonathan has a 16.7. Layden with the fast lap of a 16.6. And Terry with a 20.2.
Race is over.
That's time on the race clock, guys. Keep racing, keep going. Keep going. Jonathan's done. Layden's done. Everybody else, keep going. Layden and Jonathan, you guys are done. Just slow it down and finish the lap out. Here comes Mr. Matt and Terry. Matt's done. There comes Terry. He's got that fancy colored changing color paint or color changing paint. Hard to see on the camera here. Wow, Jonathan finishing out with a 16.6 new fast lap. Layden going to take this one 13.404. Torres with a 4.06. Bradley with a 4.17. Mr. Matt Bradley improving his time. And Terry with 10 laps. Everybody finishing the race. That's the name of the game. Novice Heat 2. Let's get him checked in. All right, we got a couple of guys out here marshaling already. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Looking for a check-in from Mr. Anthony. Everybody else is good to go. All right, Mr. Terry, I need you out here. Get one of these young guys in the infield of South End here. You boys got to learn to hustle. Terry's been super marshalling for the last week, so kind of gets a choice. You young guys will be in the center there. All right, drivers, roll them off. You got 90 seconds. You guys are going to make me put a fence up there so you guys can't cut the track. All right, Mr. Jonathan or Mr. Layden, one of you guys need to be in the infield there. Thank you, Mr. Parrott. All right, last call, Mr. Terry. Are you okay out there, buddy? Need you out here. What? If you would go out there. Are you going out there? There he comes. Sure, maybe he had some issues. I know he smashed his hand up earlier. I'm cutting him some slack right now, by the way. We were about to start docking laps. No, I'm kidding. All right, drivers, the order is Phil, Anthony, Cameron, and Jack. They're good if you want to go out in the center to help out. Shouldn't be wrecking there. Oh, Mr. Jonathan's over there. Maybe we can send him down that way. We'll put Layden down there. Either way. Oh, nobody's wrecking over there. Shouldn't be wrecking over there. I think Jonathan's just hiding. All right, gentlemen. Once again, Phil, Anthony, Cameron, and Jack. Remember, 6 out of the 8 of you have 13 lap pace. So that's pretty tight, guys. Number one thing here is run the clean laps. The speed will come once you start doing that. All right, gentlemen. Phil on the tone. Anthony. Cameron. And Jack. Uh-oh, looks like Anthony popped something off. They're going to try to pop it back on here for him. Great thing about RC, once you make some friends, they are usually pretty happy to help you out there and get you back out. As long as you can drive it to the side of the track. The marshals can't work on them other than fixing the body tuck, jiggling the power switch. We're popping the ball cups on. Caution on the front straight. Woo, watch out. We got a kerfuffle. All right, just about halfway. Cameron showing the way on a new TQ run here, 14.401. Phil ahead of the old TQ as well. Jack Martin improving his time. Going to stay 7th at the moment. He's got a 19.4 last time by his new fast lap. Anthony with a 17.0. That's his fast lap. Phil with a 17.6. And Cameron with a 16.5. Our leader coming down the front straightaway, if I'm not mistaken, rocking the blue and red. Grateful Dead reference there, the way he's got it painted up. We don't know. Young man, so not sure if he's heard of the Grateful Dead. Bill Edwards, new fast lap 16.4, rocking the orange body out there. And Jack's got the all orange, I should say. Bill's got the brighter orange. Anthony rocking the black. Caution at ski jump, and looks like we're clear. Jack with a 17.8, stepping it up a notch. 35 seconds. Up next is Wheeler. Robert, Josh, Zach, Steven, and Dexter. Caution on the ski jump.
Race is over.
That is time, drivers. Keep going, keep going. Anthony is done. Cameron is done. Jack is done. Looking for Phil. Here he comes over the tabletop. And shut it down. Top two, beating that old TQ. That new TQ goes to Cameron Bradley, 14 laps, 4:02. Phil with a 4:18. Difference of 16 seconds there. They're going to be the top two. Jack finishing with 12 laps, improving his time, going to stay 7th. And Anthony with 10 laps, going to fall to 5th. All right. Derek's going to head on out. He took that tumble earlier, and he decided to go home and rest and relax. So, we'll see what that does and stuff here in a little bit. Mr. Zach and Mr. Dexter just waiting for those two to get checked in. Mr. Phil doing the marshalling TQ here. He's got it out there. He's already ready to go. Thank you, sir. Looking for Cameron, Jack, and Anthony. Gentlemen, put your cars down, turn them off. Bring yourself back out the track. And a nice table right there at the side of the track. We can move this along, give you guys more practice time or whatnot. All right, gentlemen, roll it off. You got 90 seconds. All right, boys and girls, the order is Netzel, Torres, Montgomery, Hall, and Smith. I can't believe you young guys let Phil go down here by himself. Wow. I'm going to talk to your parents. All right, boys and girls, once again, Robert, Steven, Zach, Josh, and Dexter. Mr. Hall or Netzel lead it off in less than 5. Torres, Montgomery, Hall, and Smith. All right, hopefully Zach can keep the front roll bar, sway bar on the thing. Somehow I got caught up in a CVD in the first round. I don't think I've ever seen or heard of that happen before. Something new here, exciting at New Red Hobbies, always. All right, after 2, it's Hall, Netzel, Smith, Torres, Montgomery. Whole field separated by 10.5 seconds. Oh, Hall trying to take the corner too fast. Looks like he might have to start gluing them front sidewalls. I'm rocking some new TQs here. At the line, Dexter out front. Let's see what happens when they all get even. Yep, Dexter by 1.5 over Hall. Netzel back another, wow, half a tenth. Top 3 at 1.6 apart. Torres back 21 seconds overall, and Montgomery back 3 seconds in 5th. All right, we're into the 14s here. Netzel with a 14.7, Hall 14.4. Dexter's got the fast lap of a 14.42 last time by. Steven with a 16.5 and Zach with an 18.1. Caution on that serpent single. Caution on the serpent single. Just past 3 minutes, 2 to go. And find our leader coming down the front straightaway in that yellow and orange. A little dash of green in between them. Dexter Smith rocking that Losi Nation 22 something or other. All back 7/10 in second. Netzel 4.5 in third. And marshals, please be careful. It's a little extra grippy out there. And second place on his lid. That's going to drop him back to third at the moment. Top 3 separated by 5.7 seconds. The leader across the line. Got 3.9 on out in front of Robert. Josh back 1.5. Torres back a lap and change here, and Zach trying to run him down. Ooh, Zach lifting the wheels on that thing. Oh, watch out. Stay middle of the back straight. Middle of the back straight. I think he lifted the wheels too much on that one. Left front arm. Set it down, Cameron. Just set it down. Not going to win. It broke. Oh, no.
Race is over.
Oh, just put it down and roll it forward a little bit. See if it's just... Nope. Oh, Robert's done. Steven is done. Hold it there a second. Get Josh to finish out here, and that will be all. And shut it down. Netzel taking that one. Save here, and I believe that's a new TQ. 20 and 505. Hall with 20 and 511. Dexter. Oh, the snatching defeat from the jaws of victory right there. And Steven in fourth. Zach out after 13. The wall is undefeated. That's probably the second or third time I've seen the front wheels off the ground with that four-wheel drive. He got some power in that thing. All right, Benjamin's checked in for our independent class. All right, boys and girls, Mr. Sticks is on his mandated break here, so Hobby Shop will be closed for a few minutes. Something about that OSHA stuff, you know. Oh, what a bummer for Dexter. Hopefully he can get it cleaned up for this one. He's second right now in independent. Like they're going to do a little rock, paper, scissors for the good spot at the north end. In the meantime, gentlemen, roll it off. All right, if you haven't done so, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, all those good things. And click that notification bell, all them fancy YouTuber things. All right, gentlemen, let's get into staging area. Starting area, we're good to go. I'm going to get one volunteer here in the south end just in front of me. That'd be great. One volunteer marshal in the south end. Thank you, Mr. Terry. Just stand up here right by me and by the cone. That'll be beautimous. All right, boys and girls, it is O'Hara, Smith, Lineweaver, and Rosa. Smith, Lineweaver, Rosa. And unfortunately, Mr. Eric having to take off there. He trying to super marshal some cars out there and rolled his ankle a little bit. Hopefully he'll be all right. Done that myself, and it cost me a tendon or so. Not fun. All right, O'Hara down to a 14-7. Dexter 15-2. Lineweaver 15-6. Rosa 16 flat. $120 down, $335 to go. Top three ahead of the current TQ. That current TQ's 20 laps, 5:13. Caution on the ski jump. And we are clear. Oh, Mr. Torres, you didn't have to race that one back, buddy. And some of these guys falling off their new TQ time here a little bit. Top three improving. Lineweaver fell off there a little bit. Can't get it back. Just past halfway, 240 down, 220 to go. Somebody doing a McTwist on the landing there. I think that's Lineweaver. Caution on the tabletop. And we're clear. O'Hara out front. 5.5 seconds up on the old TQ time. All black car coming down the front straightaway, your leader. Dexter now on the straightaway in that yellow and orange. Benjamin in the yellow and white. And here comes Lineweaver crossing the line. And Dexter coming up short on the ski jump. Was improving ahead of the old TQ. Going to fall back a little bit. Still 40 seconds to go, though. O'Hara almost, I think he actually hit the wall down there, but it wasn't too bad. Five seconds, drivers.
Race is over.
And that is the race clock. Keep going, keep going. Dexter is done. Benjamin's done. O'Hara's done. Looking for Lineweaver. And shut it down. Sean O'Hara taking that one, setting a new DQ. 20 and 508. Picked up just under 5 seconds there. Dexter with 19.502. Going to improve his time and stay second. Benjamin with 18 laps, 502. Improving his time, staying fourth. And Jason with 18 laps. Going to fall back to that first round run and line up third. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of qualifying. We're going to start the mains at 9:10. That's 20-minute break, drivers. 20 minutes. Don't forget, it's your last opportunity to get to the hobby shop and get those parts you might need. Check out the specials, all that good stuff. Once again, 20 minutes. Mains start at 9:10. Time for the mains. Mr. Zach's inside. Finishing up here. Quick purchase. Had to get some springs. Stock buggy start heading the way to the track. Marshall's independent stock buggy. You need to head out there. Dexter, Jason, Benjamin, and a volunteer for Mr. Eric. Unfortunately, he twisted his ankle there, rolled his foot. Hopefully he's all right. He took off to chill out. We're thinking of Mr. Eric. Meantime, we are going to need a volunteer marshal for him. All right, boys and girls, hobby shop is closed. Hobby shop is closed. Had a solid 20 minutes to get what you needed for today. Either way, we're open tomorrow for practice for the off-road. Oval guys on Saturday will be their first time on the track. We'll have it set up for them. All right, what we got? Gentlemen, let's get ready to rock and roll. Roll them off, gentlemen. Roll them off. All right, boys and girls, if you're watching online, jump in the chat. Pick the winner of this one. Top 4 on a 20-lap pace. Dave on a 19 and Mr. Zach on an 18. Anything can happen here in New Red Hobbies. That's just how it rolls. And yes, guys, the lines will be painted probably Saturday or Sunday night or Monday morning or whatever I do. In the meantime, we're going to start all the way down here in the middle of the corner. Come on down, Mr. Kermit Buds. I know, not that far. Back it up. Middle of the corner here. Just like the last layout. Give yourselves 9-10 feet. Sean O'Hare in second. Robert Netzel in third. Josh Hall in fourth. He'll be somewhere around the start-finish line. Dave Barker in fifth. Dave, back it up a little bit. Mr. Zach, back it up a little more. And we got to start the layout here. We'll get it sorted out. All right, gentlemen. As they say, hopefully the cream rises to the top. Little macho man in the house. 6-minute A main drivers. We're going live in less than 5. Oh, O'Hara turning in early, catching the whole field behind him. All right, it's Kermit out front, stretched out his lead here a little bit, dropping a 14-7. Netzel, Barker, O'Hara back up to 4th, Hall to 5th, Montgomery in 6th. Ooh, wow. Got to get Zach some more breaks here at the end of that straightaway. Definitely testing out the strength of those associated parts. All right, it's Kermit and Robert back 3.5. Hall up to third now, back 2.3. O'Hara in fourth by 3. Barker back 1.2. Zach back 3 seconds and 6. Once again, 6-minute race. We're 120 down, 4:40 to go. Boys can watch Kermit over that ski jump. He's getting that thing vertical as soon as he can to get the car back down on the ground. That's where you're losing time. Cancel the 14.8. Hall's got the fast lap of a 14.5. O'Hara dropping a heater, 14.3. That's the new fast lap for the race. Oh, somebody going off ski jump sideways. That was O'Hara. Halfway, drivers halfway. But showing the way in the green. Netzel in second. Pressing yellow, orange, and red. Coming over to ski jump now. All hot on his tail here in the purple, red, and gray. Down the front straightaway to go across that start-finish line. Battle for second. Heating up here. O'Hara in fourth. He's coming down the front straight now. He's back 8.7 seconds. And looks like Netzel caught the corner. Hall getting past him. Barker back 4 seconds in fifth. White and blue. Montgomery in the all blue back a little bit more. Now going over the tabletop. Just about 4 down, 2 to go. Up next, big show of the night. Be a little P-New Red X for our marshals of that one. Novice, you drivers need to start heading to staging. And Montgomery dropping a 15.8 now. Finding some time out there. Like this might be another good lap from Kermit at a 14.9. Comes back with a 15.0. Oh, second place or third place upside down. Hall got past them. Stretch out that lead over third. 40 seconds to go. Kermit rocking a 25 lap pace here. Hall back 5.2. Netzel 5.6. O'Hara 4.7 in fourth. Barker back about a lap in fifth here, 20 seconds. Caution on that Serpent single.
Race is over.
That is time. When you cross the line, you are done. Mr. Dave is done. O'Hara is done. Hall is done. Looking for Butts to finish out. Here he comes across the line and shut it down. Kermit Butts going to take that one, 25-6-13. Hall and Netzel both with 24, separated by 2 seconds there. O'Hara with 23, missing on that podium. Barker 22 in 5th, and Montgomery with 21 in 6th. All right, novice, let's get him down and checked in. We got some P New Red X tonight. 8-car novice race. All right, just looking for a check-in from Cameron, Layden, and Matt. We're definitely going to need all marshals from that last race out here. They had 6 of them. We're going to get a little bit of workout in here tonight. Hopefully not too bad. These guys are doing really well out there in qualifying with 4 apiece. The top 2 have 14 laps, and then 3rd through 6 have, the top 2 had 14 laps, 3rd through 6 had 13 laps, 7th had 12 laps, and 8th had 10 laps, so chance there. All right, once again, I need all my marshals out here. We got Kermit, we got Dave, got O'Hara, Hall's down there. All right. Do it. All right, turn the red light off and the green light, yellow on. All right, gentlemen, roll it off. Give yourself some room. Remember, it's warm-ups, not Mach 10. Gotta have a car for the race. If you don't want your hot laps, park it down there in the empty area past Sean. Caution on the back straight. All right, gentlemen, that's it. Last lap. All right, Mr. Dave's going to help line you guys up here a little bit. Mr. Cameron Bradley, bring it down here to the middle of the south end. Dave's going to put you somewhere out there, and he's going to find about 9-10 feet back, and he's going to put Phil and Mr. Cameron. Oh, right in the middle of the corner. Mr. Cameron, come on down. He's the red and blue. So that's not looking too bad. Mr. Phil going to line up second, followed by Jonathan third. Layden in fourth, bringing up Layden a little bit. That's good. Followed by Mr. Anthony Smothers. About the start-finish line. Matt Bradley. Jack Martin. Come on, boys. You can't cheat it that much. There's plenty of time out there. Thank you, Steven. And Terry Dolan. All right, gentlemen, remember, we have a bunch of marshals out here. They're only supposed to get you if you can't move. Don't use them, and you don't have to worry about it. So, the real smart thing to do is drive slow and smooth and cautious. Keep it on its wheels. Let everybody else make those mistakes and drive past them. That's how you get to the front. All right, this is a 4-minute race for you out there online watching for your first time. This is what we call P New Red X. Marshall's going to get the workout of their lifetime here. 4 minutes, it's all it takes. All right, turn the light off. All right, gentlemen. 4 minutes. Everybody's going live in less than 5. Your novice A main is off and running. Caution, in the straight south end here. What happens, guys? You got to be patient. Oh no, Mister Phil going to the back. He's a fast guy, though. He can get back to the front. Got to take a deep breath. Visualize and attack. Guys, get squared up and give it a squeeze. You guys have V12 motors and Ford Pintos out there. All right, at the line is Cameron, Layden, Anthony, Jack, Phil, Jonathan, Matt, and Terry. Oh, Mr. Jonathan upside down. Caution. And Miss Steven, one more, Steven. Stay inside on the back straight, inside on the back straight, and we're clear. Appreciate you guys trying to be good sportsmen out there. Really appreciate it. I'm sure the other guys do too. Caution on the tabletop. Caution in the south end here, and we're clear. All right, Cameron showing the way, 14 lap run here. 16-3, see if we can't find him. He is going over the tabletop now, coming up on some traffic. Crossing that line, that red and blue. Anthony Smothers in the all black in second. He is back 5.9 seconds, going down the back straightaway now. Layden in third, rocking that red and blue. Running like a horizontal two-tone. Cameron upside down. Oh, we got a kerfuffle here at the hairpin. Guys doing a little monster truck. And remember, you got to drive over somebody. You got to yell out your favorite monster truck. In the infield. And it looks like we're popping a ball cup on somebody's car. I think that's Jonathan's. And looks like he's back out there now. Oh, ball cup for Anthony, I think it is. Can't turn left, Anthony. Ooh, this one's exciting. Marshall's getting that workout out there. Caution on the front straight. Caution on ski jump. Caution on ski jump.
Race is over.
Cross line, you will be done. Matt is done. Phil is done. Cameron is done. Terry is done. Jack done. Layden done. Looking for Anthony and Jonathan. If they're out there. Anthony's done. And I think that's it. Shut it down, guys. Cameron Bradley taking that one. 14.407. Layden 4.12. Difference of 4.2 there. Jack Martin all the way up from the 7th spot. Getting on the podium tonight. 13 laps. Anthony back 4.5 and 4th. Phil Back about a lap in 5th. Matt in 6th. Terry in 7th. And Jonathan rounding out the field. Woo, what a race, guys. That one's exciting. All right, boys and girls, don't forget, at the end of the night, we still got our podium pictures to take. All right, now, guys, put your cars down, turn them off, radios off, head back out the track to Marshall, because we got four-wheel drive up now. All right, Netzel's checked in, looking for the rest. All right, looking for check-in from Zach and Dexter. All right, Marshals, look alive. All right, gentlemen, roll them off. All right, gentlemen, Mr. Netzel bringing on down here to the middle of the corner. Your top qualifier, 20 laps, 5:05. Lining up behind him is going to be Josh Hall in second, Dexter Smith third, Steven Torres fourth, and Zach Montgomery right there on the start-finish line in fifth. All right, gentlemen, Marshals look alive. This is a 6-minute A-main for your wheeler class, going live in less than 5. Good start here. Oh, Hall all over Netzel. Trying to pressure him into a little mistake here. Oh, Netzel going wide, open the door a little bit. Oh, Hall tries to stick it there and catch the pipe. Went up on 2 wheels, going to hold on that second position. It is Netzel, Hall, Dexter Smith third, Steven and Zach here having a battle of their own. Hopefully Dexter can keep a span on the speed control this run. Got Mr. Chuck tuning in. He was going to be coming out here tonight, but it is what it is. Hopefully he's having a good time at home, being all right, staying safe. All right, Dexter, somewhere out there. I think Mr. Dexter's transponder's come loose. Keep an eye on it here. I'm pretty sure he's in third right now. Battle out with Josh. Oh, watch out. Now goes Robert down the front straightaway. Dexter all over Josh right now. Top three separated by 3.9. Oh no, Dexter. Not looking good. Front end is flopping around there. Caution to the sweeper, guys. Just pull him off. Pull him off. He's done. That tower is disassociated itself from the chassis or something. Yeah, Dexter having run some bad luck lately. Had to go to church, say a couple of Hail Marys, and 4:30 down, 1:30 to go. Netzel on a 25-lap run here, leading by 1.8 over Hall. Down the back straightaway they go. "30 seconds. Up next, final race of the night, independent stock buggy. And Zach adding insult to injury to Dexter's car. "10 seconds. Looks like it's going to be a Netzel Hall 1-2 with Montgomery in third here. And Torres back 6.2. I think he's run out of time because that's time. Oh, they go over the jump side by side, banging wheels, race it to the line. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that one. Shut it down. Netzel sideways over the tabletop. Trying to figure out how to fix that one here. Give me a second. All right, guys, hold on. I got to go back and fix that one real quick. All right, boys and girls, let's get the next group down and checked in. All right, looking for check-in from Benjamin. Everybody else good to go. Thank you, sir. All right, I got 3 of my marshals out there. Mr. Dexter's in this one. Jack's on his way out. In the meantime, drivers, roll it off. All right, boys and girls, looks like everybody's ready to rock and roll. Mr. Sean O'Hara, bring it on down. 20 laps, 508. He's your TQ. Line up second, Dexter Smith. Third will be Jason Lineweaver. And rounding out the field, Mr. Benjamin Rosa. Fortunately, Mr. Eric rolled his ankle, decided to call it a night. Hopefully he's get that taken care of. All right, gentlemen, 6-minute A main. All right, boys and girls, everybody's going live in less than 5 for your independent stock buggy A main. And these boys definitely smartened up here on the start of this one. It's O'Hare showing the way. Dexter hot on his tail here. And looks like Benjamin going to get a reprieve here from Jason, who had a kerfuffle on that downhill off camber. Both our leaders going wide on that left-hand turn, coming to the ski jump. Oh, Jonathan behind you. Excuse me, Steven. Now Benjamin up to second. .140 down, 420 to go. O'Hara's showing the way. Over the tabletop he goes. Down the front straightaway across that start-finish line with a 15.2. His fast lap's a 14.8. Dexter's got a 15.0. Benjamin with a 15.3. Lineweaver 15.4. Two down now, 4 to go. Dexter back 2.6. Picked up about 6/10 there, 5/10. .230 down, 3:30 go. And your leader upside down, and Dexter now back only 2 seconds at the line. You heard it there, 3 down, 3 to go. O'Hara showing the way on a 23-lap run here, knocking on a 24. Dexter back 2.8. That difference is about 50 feet here, maybe. Whoa, Dexter going off the back of the tabletop, doing some freestyling and lands it. Caution on the tabletop. Fancy footwork from Mr. Torres there. Still plenty of time in this one, only 2:15 to go. Dexter back 5.6. You just got to keep it clean. Lineweaver to third. Oh no. Rosa to fourth. Rosa back 4.6 in that fourth spot. And your leader getting it sideways on the tabletop. Somebody's upside down, and that was Benjamin. Second place over the wrong side of the pipe. 5 seconds between those two, 5.3 with 120 to go. Jason, here he comes across the line. He is back, 8.5 in third. .45 seconds. Still spread out here a little bit. O'Hara by 10 seconds over Dexter now. Lineweaver coming across the line. Back 6.3. Benjamin back a lap on him. 5 seconds to go, gentlemen. Who's going to get that extra lap? Who's going to make a mistake here at the end and cough up a position? Benjamin's done. O'Hara's done at the line. Jason's done. And looking for Dexter to finish out here. And shut it down. Sean O'Hara, 23.6 flat. Dexter, 6.12. Lineweaver with 22 laps going to finish on that podium, and Mr. Benjamin Rosa with 21. I want to thank all our live stream viewers for tuning in. We've got our podium pictures here to do. Don't forget, tomorrow off-road practice all day Friday, and then Saturday morning, 10 a.m. gates open for our oval race, 75 lapper for Traxxas Modifieds and Losi Sprints. We'll catch you then. Thanks for tuning in.